All right, Miss Downing is back, and we're talking. If you said making arrays, you are spot on. All right, so in this mini lesson, you're gonna learn all about making arrays. All right, I'm moving my camera over a chart that I made just for you to see. This chart has 4 columns. In column 1, it asks the question, what is it? All right, we are using Skittles. When you are making arrays, you can use objects of all kind. All right, I don't really have Skittles today, but I love Skittles so much that I wrote it in the box. Next to what is it, we have how many in the array. I'm using 16 Skittles today to make my arrays. In the third column, we have dimensions. There's that math word. Do you remember what dimensions are? Well, if you said the measurable size of something, or you said rows and columns, you were spot on. We're going to talk about that today. And last but not least, we are going to draw the arrays we make. I wonder how many arrays we can make with 16 Skittles. Let's take a look at my Skittles. Voila! You're probably saying, Miss Downing, those are not Skittles, and they're not. Don't have them. Can't really do all this with Skittles. I'm using 16 cubes, okay? 16 cubes. That's how many cubes I have. All right, so again, we have what is it? Skittles. How many in the array? 16. All right, the next thing we're going to do is write some dimensions. I'm going to start with how many rows. When you look at this cube set, how many rows are there? In other words, how many rows are going across here? Just one row. But we have many columns. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 columns. That's my up and down. 16 columns. So the first dimension I'm going to write is a 1 by 16 or 1 times 16. We're definitely discussing multiplication and how you can use arrays to form multiplication facts or factor pairs. All right, let's take a look at our Skittles again. Now all I'm going to do is switch this around, and when I do that, I've created new dimensions. This time I have many rows, okay? I have 16 rows in just one column. If you said one column, you were spot on. What am I going to do? I am going to write 16 times 1. All right, we're not finished. I'm going to move over to drawing the array, and I am now going to create my 1 by 16 and my 16 by 1 array. And go, Miss Downing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Take a look. Did I do a great job or what? I did okay. And now I'm going to do a 16 by 1. There we go. I am not the best drawer, and I have no shame in that, you guys. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and now we have 16. All right, now let's think about it. I have 16 Skittles. Are these the only dimensions? Can I do more? Can I break this up? Can I divide it? Can I make different groups? I want to point out to you that the number 16 is an even number. That means it is divisible by 2, and it is also divisible by 4. In other words, when I'm multiplying by 2 or counting by 2, 16 is a product of those numbers. All right, so I'm going to put you guys down for a minute. Sorry about your view, but you're going to look at some more Skittles there while I divide the ones that I have. And I'm back. Voila. Now, what do you think my dimensions are now? I still have 16 total pieces here. But what have I done? What are my new dimensions? I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It probably wasn't 10 seconds. But if you said 2 by 8 or 2 times 8, you were spot on. And this is why you were correct. I now have 2 rows and 8 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I'm going to go to the board and I'm going to write my new dimensions. 2 times 8. And I'm going to quickly draw a 2 by 8. All right, here I go. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's my work. Not the best. There's no shame in it. It's not the best. I don't have to be the best one drawing. All right, now, let's see what else I can do. Take a look at the Skittles. And voila, genius. Now what's different? How have my dimensions changed? How many rows, class? All right, if you were thinking 8 rows, you were correct. How many columns? 2. I have an 8 by 2 dimension here. My dimensions are 8 by 2. So I'm going to go to the board and write it here. And I'm going to quickly draw it. Remember, we are making arrays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 7. One more. Miss Downing messed up a little bit. Hold on here. Hold on. I'm going to run and get the eraser. Now I'm going to fix my work, because in math class you're going to make mistakes. So I'm glad I'm making a few today, because it happens. But I'm still happy. I'm going to divide them up in those 2 columns, and now I'm going to make my 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bam! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there I go. All right. Do you think it's possible to make any more dimensions? Think about your timetables. Think about your multiplication facts. Do you think the number 16 is divisible by any more factors? Let's remember what you're looking at right now. Yes, they are dimensions, but they're also factor pairs, okay? They're factor pairs for the number 16, okay? All right, let's go back. I'm going to sit you guys down again, and you're going to look at some Skittles. And let's see if I can turn these 16 Skittles into another array. Whoop, whoop. I think I did it. Are you ready? Let's take a look. Wow. What are my dimensions, class? I have a 4 by 4 array because I have 4 rows 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I noticed that it's shaped like a square. Yeah, that happens sometimes when making an array. If your dimensions are the same, such as a 4 by 4, a 2 by 2, a 3 by 3, and the list can go on and on. So I can also turn this around, and my dimensions are still going to be the same. I'm still going to have 4 rows and 4 columns. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to write 4 times 4. And I'm going to quickly draw my array. I'm going to create 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I am going to draw my 4 columns. Voila. Look at the work. It's always possible. What were we doing again in this lesson? We are making arrays for the number 16. In fact, there are the dimensions, and there's the arrays, the drawing of the arrays. All right.